Taurus, what's good? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel, and this is your October 2019 reading. Have a little tea here. What deck do we need? What deck do we need? We'll go for this. Oh, Wheel of Fortune and the Unknown. So you are reaching the end of a cycle. Okay, could be dealing with the fixed signs. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. Why do I always forget the other one? Aquarius. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, the fixed signs. Something has you emotionally imbalanced, overindulging. King of Cups can be drinking too much when he's in reverse, but it's mostly just very emotionally imbalanced and kind of holding yourself back, holding up your fortune with the Wheel of Fortune there. Hangman in reverse. This is just really like in your head, chewing about things, overindulging. For Taurus, please, for October 2019, Spirit, what messages do you have for my Taurus gang? For the Bull Gang, let me see. What messages does Taurus need for October 2019, please? Okay, Empress. This can be you. Especially Taurus ladies. All right. Yep. And bottom of the deck. Yeah, that doesn't go, I don't think. Let me see here. So, past energy is feeling, okay, very abundant, fertile, like there's good possibilities ahead. You had a lot of clarity, very decisive in how you felt about something. But there's also this energy present of discord, things not coming together how you wanted, trouble at home, okay, on the home front, like for those of you that are like married in a relationship, cohabitating, something like that, or literally physically your house needing repairs. Not necessarily a terrible energy, very, how do I want to put this, productively troubled. I don't know how else to say it. You know what the issue is. There's growth to be had. There's growth happening in the scenario. It is all being presented for a reason, and it's for your growth, and it's for your, I think maybe growth as a couple or growth as a spirit, you know. It's part of your path. Yeah, this discord and this lack of celebration, or you know what, it can be the need to not celebrate so much, not party so much. You have clarity on the idea. In the past, you got clarity on the idea that you need to sit the fuck down and sound like chill back a little bit and not party so much. And yeah, you realize that the way forward, the fruitful and abundant way forward for you to get back in your best energy, Taurus, is you have the clarity on this is to maybe not be so extra. Okay. Or somebody delivered that message to you. That can be a tarot reading. That can be talking to a friend. That can be talking to a counselor. That can be self-realization. This could be an aha moment. This could be a lot of different things. In the present, you want to lay down the burden of heartache of this clarity. Okay, like you are done feeling bad about it. And I think you've moved into a place where you're very defensive in the present about, and I do feel like it's kind of temporary, because the energy that I'm seeing in the future, and with this 8 of Cups upright, this is like really decisively moving away from a past issue. And it's a resolution of emotions, as well as this 3 of Swords reversed. The 10 of Wands. There was a burden that you were carrying for your family, for the greater good, for a project to get something done. It's something you're very, very passionate about, though. This is important to you. It's not, you know, light. This would be like your family. This would be your job. This would be, excuse me. You need to speak up. You really need to speak your actual truth on something. But without being overly harsh and just not giving a fuck. Like, this could be the fuck it attitude coming through, and I kind of don't like seeing that in the present. Like, maybe you feel like you give everything you have and it's just not enough, and you're done trying to care about it anymore. It's like this energy of impasse, or this energy of maybe letting go of the hurt too. But I just hope that you don't let go of the burden of the hurt by like verbal diarrhea that is just really mean. You know, this is like the Queen of Swords. She's kind of like a haggard lady. Like, she's been through some shit. She's seen some stuff. She's smarter for it. She's usually pretty fair and balanced. Okay. Especially upright. In the reverse, she can be sharp-tongued and quite a jerk about stuff. But, you know, sometimes people need to hear it. Or maybe that's the only way you can deliver your truth. But this energy is showing that in the present moment, it's like you had this realization in the past. You know what you needed to do, but maybe it's extremely difficult to actually do it. It's too burdensome. Like, you can't actually pull it off. And that hurts you. You want to be able to do different. I think some words are going to be either have been exchanged about it recently or are going to be, and maybe both. There's this lack of fulfillment though, but I love seeing the Devil in reverse. Because last month you had the Devil upright, if I recall correctly. I don't like the Star in reverse. You feel slighted, disillusioned. You feel like something is making you feel like there's something wrong with you, or like you're not good enough. It's some kind of like self-esteem hit. There's some void that you're trying to fill, but you're, I think, very purposefully choosing to not self-medicate, basically, or stay in a toxic situation or a toxic attitude towards yourself, a toxic attitude towards your emotions or your life, and you're really letting go of the pain. Like, very purposefully deciding to let go of the pain and not let this stuff eat you alive anymore. It's a big energy of moving forward, but kind of disappointed and kind of not feeling super strong in it, and not feeling really self-assured, but also just too exhausted to keep fucking with it. Really, like, I can't word it any other way. Like, you can't do it anymore. You gotta go. You've gotta let it go and do this a different way. But the good news is I don't see that toxic hold anymore. And if there was addictions, a narcissistic relationship, anything like that, it looks like you see it for what it is and you're going to be freeing yourself. This is a slippery slope energy, though. I want you guys to be really careful. In your effort to charge forward and let the pain go and move ahead, you can fall farther into what you're trying to get away from, which is that devil toxic energy, that addictions, the vices, the feeling stuck, feeling chained to a situation or a relationship, being backward with your emotions, inability to express yourself well. I'm feeling my throat chakra again. Like, you have got to be, you're in a weakened state, basically, coming toward the end of this month. Be careful. All of your good intentions could quite easily go wrong if you don't work on maintaining balance and letting this go in a very positive way. Okay. Guidance for Taurus, please, for October 2019. Guidance on the reading. Guidance on the reading, please, for Taurus for October 2019. That one tried to do. Is this a flipped card? No? Okay. Let's see what these are. Authority and intuition. So something is nagging you. It's nagging at you and you're trying to ignore it. It's like you're trying to ignore your intuitive hit about something, I'll need to clarify that. An authority in reverse. Yeah, with this, it's like you are ignoring your intuition on something. Like you know something and you're trying to not admit it to yourself, I guess. Try to not over control situations, especially concerning your home. You can't move mountains overnight. It's fantastic that you want to, this is just what I got from Spirit. It's fantastic that you want to make these changes, but don't get so gung-ho that you actually screw yourself over in the long run. Unfinished symphony. So this is important. You're not done yet. Okay, there's things that you need to find out still. You need to learn to follow your intuition more. You need to learn to relinquish control a little bit more. You need to let the process happen the way that it needs to so that you can really finally be free of these negative emotions and you can really, really move away. Because you want to move away. This is what you're trying to do. You want all of this pain and all this shit to be over with. And this is like deeply internalized. This is very deep down, repressed almost, emotional issues. And it's making you hold yourself back from the ultimate best success you could have. Hold on. I'm not going to use these. Let me see here. For Taurus, please, advice. What is this wound that they need to heal or that they're trying to not see? What do they need to get past for Taurus for October 2019 for this reading? Downcast pride. Taurus, please. Okay, so don't let your keeping up appearances, downcast pride, okay, hurt pride. If somebody said something to you that hurt you, you've been forgetting yourself. That's one of the issues that you need to resolve. And parasite, okay? So there's something that you're doing or somebody in your environment that is an energy leech, basically. And you need to take care of that situation. Or it's a way of thinking. There might be a way that you are thinking that is taking from you. And it's injuring you on the inside in an emotional sense. And you're not being honest with yourself enough because of this injury. And because of keeping up appearances. And you need to be very, very careful that you don't hurt the people that you love the most. This came up, I think, in the last reading, or I think last month, with expressing yourself in a way that's like a loose cannon, you know. This is a weird energy, and I swear I always feel it with you guys, of like needing to be hard on yourself and needing to really definitively make changes, Taurus, but not being too hard on yourself. There's a balance in it. Like, you can do one thing. They're not mutually exclusive. Like, you don't have to get, you know, like World War III on yourself just to make a change. But you also don't have to be like super lax and like, hey, it's fine, whatever, it's no big deal. And people are like, no, it really is a big deal. I get this feeling that like people have been trying to tell you, and it's throwing you into these extremes, basically. Or your relationship is experiencing these extremes too. I think it's an internal manifestation, and it's manifesting outwardly in your life and other scenarios. Like, it could be with work, and it might be in your finances, like feast and famine. And there's this energy of extremes and this energy of needing to find balance. And the way that you're going to do it is to free yourself from emotional wounds. Okay, final card of advice for Taurus, please, for October 2019. What message do they need to hear that hasn't come out in this reading yet? What message do you have for Taurus for October 2019, please? Don't overwork to avoid this stuff. I just got that energy. I just got muscle cramps, which is like a signal to me of like overworking and burying yourself in work to like escape your mind. More extremes. It's just more extremes. It's like extreme in one direction or the other. Like, really, really got to work on finding balance for yourself. Taurus. What's the message for Taurus, please? Any final guidance for Taurus? Maybe you're just not getting it. Maybe Spirit doesn't have anything else to say. The unfinished symphony energy is like, seriously, like rein in that all or nothing and thinking that you just make this big push and you're going to fix everything overnight and it's just all going to be done and you don't have to worry about it anymore moving forward. Like, that's not That's not what we're doing. Like, this is a process. It's going to take some time. Stay committed to it. Slow and steady. And don't let other people's energy influence you and start dragging you down or dragging you back in. Like, don't feel, because I just got this message that this is feeling like defeated and disillusioned, that what you're trying to do for yourself, you feel like something is like jumping in the way, or someone is in the way, or someone like knocks you off your path. It's like, you know what you need to do, but there's something in your environment that keeps creating the imbalance, and it's like you are then participating in it and amplifying it, if that makes any sense. I totally see this like toxic energy that you want to move away from, but it's almost like, so I'm worried about that influence being too strong over you, because it's like you're really steadfast in this. You know exactly what you want to do, you know where you want to go, and you're just taking the steps to begin to do it. And you really have to achieve balance. You got to find that balance and stay in that balance, because this is a marathon and not a sprint. It's going to be a process. Finally. God, you guys are stubborn. You make the cards get stubborn? Okay. Black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. So this is the message that's like outside of the reading. It might be tied to it, but if you can get yourself straightened out better, I think that it's going to be a right time, right place type of serendipitous opportunity that you may find. Yeah, there's going to be a fortunate turn of events that leads to even more opportunities, basically, Taurus. And that is before the end of the year. That's not necessarily October bound. I don't have that energy. Start working on really speaking your mind in a fair and balanced way, and healing these wounds and letting go of the pain that is causing you to be so imbalanced. Okay? And don't let other people drag you off. Like, you're stubborn, you can do this. Do not let anybody sway you from your path. Once you're on it and you're balanced. Okay? Relationship wise, that reading was very similar to last month, but it's like a more mature version of it. And it's like, you know what you need to do to improve the situation, and I almost get the feeling that the other person does too. And now it's a matter of just making it happen. You know, I appreciate you guys for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, please, and I will see you guys in another reading. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your October, and see you soon. Bye.